Okay, good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday, June 4th, 2025. You're in the live trading room. Welcome, everybody. I'm glad you are here. Let's look at yesterday's charts. Very directional day yesterday. We just had two trades yesterday for plus 28. Um, yeah, so that's what we had yesterday. And it was just all up until about 1:30 or 1:23. And then we had some sell-off happen in the afternoon and then some back and forth, but not a lot happening yesterday. It was just a tough and very slow market yesterday. Get in, but we did manage to get two trades in, both positive, so that's a good thing. We had SPY close at 595.95, and it looks like we do not have a gap play. We had one a little earlier, but price has come down a bit this morning. Let's move up, and there's where current price is. Let's go over to our four-way right there. Get our charts up here a bit. Let me get rid. Sorry, I think I'm a little loud. There we go. Let me turn down my volume a little bit. There we go. So let's go over to the option chain, and we have 1,100,000 already traded in pre-market volume. We are trading today the 4th, but you can go to the 5th if you'd like to pick up a little more time, or you can go out a week if you'd like. But prices are low enough that you can go into tomorrow or even the next day and still have reasonable pricing. We will likely start at the 595 on the call side and the 598 on the put side. Let me bring up. All right, here's what we have today for reports. Today is Wednesday the 4th. We had at 8:15 the ADP employment came out and missed by quite a bit this morning. At 10:15 we have the Atlanta Fed President. That's my Atlanta Fed President Raphael Bostic, and for Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook will be talking today. 9:45 we have the final services PMI come out. At 10 o'clock we have the ISM services come out, and then the all-important Fed beige book comes out at 2 p.m. We will be coming back today at 3 p.m. to trade the last hour. Let me let some other folks in. So that is what's happening for reports. So we should have a decent pop at the top. And that's all the news there is. Let's head back over, or that's all the reports there is. Let's head back over to our four-way. Make sure that you have, let me get my drawing tools out, 20 cents, of course, between each of your hash marks on each of your charts. Let me let some folks in here. There we go. So we're looking at the same chart, same size candles from day to day. That's just how we set our charts up every day. And I will get my Heikenasi chart set up properly here. There we go. And like so. Okay, there we go. We've got about 30 seconds before we start. Markets, I believe, are slightly up this morning, but I will give you those numbers as soon as we get in. Okay, we've got 10 seconds. We go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are in. So Dow is up by 39, S&P is up by 10. Waiting on NAS to report. And NAS is up by 37. So there we go. Both our MACDs are in the call bias position, and price is trying to move up here a little bit.
Kim, did you trade yesterday afternoon?
I did. I did trade some yesterday afternoon.
After
I got three other positive trades yesterday afternoon.
after the market, after we're done, could you show those?
I don't have them. Uh, I don't have them on the charts. I
Oh,
can
okay.
probably tell you what they are.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, thanks.
All right, we got price going up. So we will be at the 596 on the call side and the 599. No, call it the 598 on the put side. Price trying to rise here. We've got 1.9 million on the underlying. Dow's up 61, Nas up 48, S&P up 11. Let's see if the little reversal is going to set up. Nope, we're going to continue up. All right, so we'll keep an eye on the 596 on the call side, 596. Stand by. We may get in a little early. All right, let's go with that 596 on the call side. Stand by. Let's see if this is going to reverse. And it's starting to reverse. All right. I'm going to enter this 596 and I am in and filled at 236. Come on, get on up there. Come on, get up there. Hope you don't hear the noise going on outside. They're doing some repairs on the deck. So you may hear some sawing and hammering and drilling and whatever they're doing.
Nope, can't hear anything.
Can't hear anything. Good. There we go. Get on up there. All right, stand by to take some profit. I'm going to go ahead and take profit here. There we go. 236 to 250. And still heading higher. All right, I'm going to go back to the 596 on the call side. Nice trend going here, but maybe peaking out. Here, let's bring these down. So that trade did give you plenty of time to get out profitably. So obviously we got into that trade because of this nice upward trend that was happening and sustaining, but wanted to pull the trigger a little earlier today on this, being a little too cautious yesterday on trades after I went back and reviewed. And every day, end of the day, I do go back and review the charts and see where opportunities were or where I didn't get in or if I was being too aggressive or too conservative. Still heading up. Let's see what our 1 minute MACD. So our 1 minute Heikenausi MACD is just starting to curl over a little bit. Starting to see a little bit of a reversal start to form here. We're well above VWAP. And we're going to go ahead and put in a demand zone at the bottom of the first 5 minute candle. Okay, let's go over to the 599 on the put side. 599 strike put. And doesn't look like it's going to continue down. See, we've got a couple of visitors in today. Welcome. We love having visitors checking us out. Price possibly, well, it looks like price is going into some consolidation right now. Our 1 minute MACD has crossed to the put side. All right. Still looking at the 599 on the put side. 599 on the put side. Stand by. See if it's just going to bounce off a VWAP here. I'm going to swing back over to the 596 on the call side, guys. 596 strike call. Yeah, it's just kind of struggling right now. You got 6 million in the underlying traded. Dow up 88, Nas up 78, S&P up 18. We do have a supply zone now. We can put that in. Let's go ahead and add that in. Change this to red at 60%. So let's just clean this up a little bit. There we go. Breaking through the supply zone. Let's see if this can break free. Nice, getting pushed up, came down. Now it's coming down again. Just need to clear the supply zone. We can get up above the supply zone and continue for several candles. We'll get into another call trade. All right, let's go over to the put side, guys, to the 599 on the put side. Stand by. Nope. Head back over to the call side, to the 596 on the call side. Stand by. I'm going to enter this 596 on the call side. Well, trying to. It's not filling. I did not get filled on that. If you did get filled, we'll keep an eye on it, and I may try again to get back in. Okay, remember your stops. If you're in this trade, remember your stops. Let's see if this bounces right off of VWAP. Get back up there. You've got 3.5 minutes till the pop at the top. You may want to get out of that trade. If you're in that call trade, you may want to get out. All right, going back to the 596 on the call side. Well, actually, I want to see it break through the supply zone. Right now, we're just kind of stuck between VWAP and the supply zone.
Tim, you got less than a minute till the pop also.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Glad somebody's watching. The pop. Yeah, we'll hold off till after the pop at the top. Hopefully the pop will get things moving here.
And there's also ISM services news at 10 as well.
Yes. All right, here we go. There's the pop. A little early, but there it is. Wow. I'm going to go over to the put side of the 598 on the put side. It's retreating quite a bit. Yeah, that pop was a big pop. That's why we wait. Price kind of jumping around quite a bit here. See if we can get it going in one direction. If this breaks through the demand zone and continues, or it's just going to keep bouncing inside the zones here. So looking at the 598 on the put side. And stand by. I'm going to enter the 598 on the put side. And I got filled at 203. Come on down. Come on down. Come on. No, down, down. Come on down. Come on. Try to get 10 cents out of this. Stand by to take profit. Let's go ahead and take profit. And out at 236, 203 to 236. Got that nice little push down at the end. Still nicely profitable for you guys. Should all be able to get out of this with nice profit. Two trades up 49. This is continuing to go to dive down. So let's go to the 597 on the put side. 597 strike put. Let's see what's going on down here. right, price beginning to reverse here. So we'll head back over to the call side, to the 595 on the call side. NASDAQ has gone negative now, down 6. Dow's up 17, S&P's up 3. Stand by on this trade. It's kind of stalling on its way up, reversing a little bit. So we'll hold off. Now let's go ahead and enter this. And in at 243. Stand by to take profit. Let it get up a little bit higher. Come on. Come on, get back up there. All right, stand by to get out of this. Get up there, get up there. Come on, get up there. Come on. All right, stand by to get out of this. Come on, get up there, get up there. There we go. All right, stand by to take profit. Let's go ahead and take profit. There we go. Out at 255, 243 to 255. And that broke through VWAP and what's about to be a minor zone pretty nicely. If you stayed in this trade, you're going to get a very nice profit out of this, although I would consider getting out of it. All right, let's go ahead and move this pseudo demand zone down to a proper demand zone. If you just joined us, we've got 3 trades, all positive, up 61. All right, I'm going to head back over to the 596 on the call side. Let this get a little bit beyond, well, I'd like it to clear this last little high. See if it will head all the way up to the supply zone. If it has anything left in it.
Tim, could you show your Heiken Aschke chart? It was just hard to see the top.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Okay, thanks.
Sorry about that. I get hyper focused.
And just looking at the Heiken Aschke, just real quick, does it look like is that a bearish or is with the tails on the top, or what would you say?
Yeah, it's kind of been a bit of a bearish trend. At least from the wicks, we're looking at kind of a bearish little trend the last few candles. Now it's kind of an indecision. When it's right in the middle like that, and we've got, roughly equal wicks on either side, that shows indecision, price indecision, which we can see on the regular 1 minute chart. But we are getting some bearish move now.
Okay, thanks.
Price just staying fairly close to VWAP here, just kind of orbiting VWAP. Really kind of a price moving in a really disorganized fashion right now. Got some lower volume coming in. So we'll wait for this to break out again. Both of our MACDs are riding pretty close to the control lines, meaning we aren't getting a lot of price pressure either direction. All right, we've got 13,300,000 in Dow is up 64, Nas is back positive at plus 24, S&P's up 11. Not huge numbers. So keeping an eye on the 596 on the call side. Stand by. I'm going to enter this 596 and did. And in at 211. All right, stand by to take some profit. Let's go ahead and take some profit here. And out at 222, just a quick little bite of 10 cents. Everyone should have gotten out of that profitably. Watch price bounce off the supply zone, as it has been doing all morning. So 4 trades, all positive, plus 72. Let's see if this price is going to bounce off of the supply zone. All right, we are an hour into the session. Got 14,255,000 traded on the underlying. Dow's up 79, Nas up 53, S&P up 16. We got 4 positive trades, up 72. We're having a good morning. Price knocking on the door of the supply zone. Doesn't look like it's going to get there. So I'm going to keep an eye on the 599 on the put side. 599. Price trying to break through. See if it's actually going to get through and continue on, or if we're going to bounce off the supply zone. Price just can't quite seem to get above the supply zone. There's a doji there, and it is reversing. Would you guys all excuse me for a minute? I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. See, price is still negotiating with the supply zone.
Quick question, Tim.
Yeah.
Um, I applied what you taught me with the using the limit, which was a great idea with the 598 put. I put it
Mm-hmm.
20 and it did hit it. And you hit 33. My question was, do you sometimes use limits and sometimes you cancel it or because I could have like that's why it got me out of 20, which I'm happy with, but you got 33. So I was wondering, how do you navigate that?
Yeah. So what's happening there is I'm using the option chain and I'm not setting an out yet. I'm waiting for it to rise. And at a point when I say take profit, I'll go ahead and get out. But when, see, I'm not using a limit. Well, I have, it's a limit order, but it's not set in stone. So by the time I hit the button, it goes in, price may have risen because I try to always get out when price is rising. Then I get overfilled. And that is the one advantages of using the option chain and getting out manually. Is
Oh, I
that,
see. As opposed to the auto thing, what is that called? Auto trader?
yeah, the active trader.
Yeah, active trader. Oh, I see. So you don't do it from the active trader.
No, I'm doing it from the option chain. And I'm just waiting for price to get to a certain point, and then I'll go ahead and put in my sell order and execute it. And if price is in the process of rising, then I'll get overfilled. I'll always get the higher price when I do it that way.
I see. So you type in your limit manually?
No, no, I just use my quick key for getting out of the trade. Hey guys, let's head over. Sorry to
Thank you.
interrupt, but let's head over to the 599
Sure, sorry.
on the put side. Actually, it should have already been in this. Probably going to bounce off of VWAP. All right, guys, I'm going to head back over to the 596 on the call side, maybe. Wow. They pushed down. Let's head back over to the 598 on the put side. 598 on the put side. Oops. All right, it's trying to get through VWAP here. Let's see if this is going to be a full reversal or if this is just a momentary. Still looking at the 598 on the put side in case it overcomes this. Got both our MACDs and the put bias side. Hmm. Going into a little bit of consolidation now again. Starting to get some sub 100 volume in. Let's head over to the call side to the 596 on the call side. We got price coming back down again toward VWAP. And just a reminder, we're going to come back again today at 3 o'clock. We'll trade the last hour of the market today, like we do every Wednesday. Starting to see some wave action here in price, so might be able to scalp one of these moves. Price continuing to come down. Price coming right back up. So you can see how price is kind of following this pattern, this wave pattern in here. Hey guys, excuse me just for 1 minute. I'll be right back. Okay. Price is continuing to orbit around VWAP. Looks like it's slowing down a bit though. Kind of get into the doldrums of the late morning here. Got a doji there. See if this turns into a reversal. Now, I just drew these two lines. This is what we call a pennant. It's a certain pattern that picks up, and when we get to the end of that pennant, to the point, theoretically, we should see a breakout. And we'll see if that indeed happens, and it looks like it is. Doesn't always work out that way, but it certainly did this time. Nice little breakout there. Very tradable. So we are at the top of the hour. So we're going to go ahead and review. And just a reminder, we'll be back at 3 o'clock today. Just log back in. I'll probably take the charts down I've got some one-on-ones I have to do. And then log back in a few minutes before 3 o'clock, and we'll do some trading the last hour. So let's see what we did this morning. Go ahead and bring up that. So let's see here. First trade was at 9:34. 1, 2, 3, 4. We started here. Obviously got into this because we had this nice push up right from the beginning. Had this nice push up, got into the trade right about here. Right about here, and rode that up for 16 cents. Had a little bit of a reversal in there, but rode that up for 16 cents. Next trade, that was a call trade. Next trade was a put trade in at 10:03. Right about here. We were pushing down. We were in a nice little sell-off that was happening. We did breach VWAP after bouncing off the supply zone. So it was getting past the VWAP zone here. And so we got into this trade about here and got that for 33 cents. All right. Trade number 3 was in at 10:11. And let me push this back up. So we came down, we reversed, and we breached the zone here, put a new zone in, and got into this trade right about here. It's a call trade. Took it because it was a reversal and broke through the zone. This is one of our favorite trades. Got into it, like I said, about here, and took this for I think 13 cents, about there. And then finally, our fourth trade was 10:27. which was a call trade. And we took it because we were breaking out. We broke through VWAP here, which is a zone, as you know, and got into this trade about here, and took this up to here we did get in up here. I'm sorry. And took this for 11 cents. So that's 4 trades, all positive, plus 72. Now, let's see if I can get into. I can. Okay. So basically, yesterday after we got off, I went and got something to eat, came back, and every time that we established a new zone, I got into a trade, and I got into 3 extra trades. So I got into a trade here. Where is my Zoom stuff? So got into a trade here, got into a trade here, and then finally got into a trade here. If I can find my, and I'm sorry I don't have these marked. So basically, every time I formed a new zone on the way up, I just simply got into a new trade. So that was it. All right, guys, that's it for this morning. I will see you all this afternoon. Enjoy the middle hours, and we will see you back this afternoon. Bye for now.